Most business owners think networking is about who you know. They're wrong. It's about who trusts you enough to open their wallet or their contact list. If you're tired of collecting business cards that leads absolutely nowhere, stay with me for the next few minutes because today we're going to fix that problem. This week I attended the 5th annual ESN English Speaking Network event in Jerusalem. Nearly 200 people, speed networking, great energy, big shout out to hostess Helena Baker and of course the sponsors. But I've got to admit I was a little embarrassed. When I got to the speed dating session, the people sitting opposite me launched straight into their, "How can you, Michael, bring me clients?" They could have been all kinds of service providers, accountants, legal, branding guys, logo specialists. They weren't curious about me. They weren't listening to me. And guess what happened? We didn't swap contact details. As Dr. Leitner reminded us at the conference, networking isn't about finding your next client. Networking is about helping people. I like to put it a different way. What goes round comes round. But here's the real question. How does all of that actually accumulate into sales? So in this episode, I'm going to break down 4 specific networking shifts that reliably lead to new sales, not someday, but consistently. Now, you may be the nervy type with crowds, a little shy, retiring. You may be that kind of full of confidence person. It doesn't matter. Because what we're talking about today isn't theory. This is all about execution. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to hang in there a bonus follow-up strategy point that most people just should not be ignoring. Now, for those of you new to this channel, I'm Michael Horesh. I'm the co-founder of the 172Group along with Shari Wright below. We work hands-on with SME founders and leaders, mentoring, running interventions, hosting webinars, and producing practical content designed to remove the chaos from businesses. In January 2026 alone, we're running an AI webinar, mentoring dozens of founders, and continuing to publish free content twice a week because we believe that execution beats inspiration every time. So subscribe to our channel, please. Take a moment. We are a growing community. We post twice a week. And if you want honest, practical, what I call root canal level insights that actually reduces business pain, you're in the right place. So let's dive in. Networking is not about talking about yourself. Your job is to listen. Your job is to be that audience, to ask questions, learn their world. Because when someone feels heard, that's where trust comes into play. Recently, I met someone who casually mentioned an environmental concept I'd never heard of before. That one comment allowed me to connect him with a high-value contact. Now, there was no immediate return for me, but he does know people that I want to meet, and we will be meeting up again shortly. And that is how pipelines are built. Point number 2, have a gimmick. Yep, just a bit like that old song from the 1970s. Have a gimmick, be memorable. It's something that people often miss. You need a hook because, take myself, aside from mentoring, I'm a whiskey aficionado. Networking events, my badge, my tag doesn't say business mentor. It says whiskey tasting. It generates instant curiosity. It generates instant conversation. People ask about me, and then I turn it straight back to them and ask about them. That's not a contradiction to what I've just said. That is engagement. And engagement backed by trust creates leads. Third point, your pitch must be word perfect. Yes, you need a pitch. You need a 30, 40-second pitch that you have practiced until it's muscle memory. Now, there are many frameworks for pitches. The one I stick close to is that from Daniel Priestley. 6 points very quickly. Who are you? Who you help? The problem you solve? The proof? What makes you different? And a kind of effective call to action. But here's the secret. You rarely have an opportunity to deliver the whole pitch at one go. because often what you're doing is you're picking out pieces, the right piece, the right moment, the right time, etc., smoothly, confidently, without those ers and ums. You're straight, you're honest, you're effective, you're yourself, and that's what's going to separate you from the amateurs. And that's more trust, and that's more leads. Now, point number 4 is a slightly obvious point, but I need to say it. Get tech savvy. Business cards are more or less dead. People are using LinkedIn QR codes. That way you can connect instantly. And of course, you need to make sure that your profile on LinkedIn reflects who you are. Now, what's the point of all of this? It saves the two of you having to take time to explain fluffy background, what you were doing 10 years ago, how you got into all of this, etc., etc. You get straight into a meaningful conversation, while afterwards you do some background checking. Which brings me to that bonus point. You've got to follow up in real time. As you're going along a networking event or whatever, sort out the contacts into what I would call high, medium, low priority. And then reach out to all of these people within 3 working days maximum. Let me tell you why. And I'll do this through a story. Years ago, I was running late for a meeting in another city, and I just managed to make there for 9 o'clock in the morning, rushed into the lift, but as the lift doors were closing, someone forced them open. He too was obviously late, rushed in. We sort of said casually good morning to each other, quickly exchanged cards, and didn't think much more about it. A few days later, this gentleman, obviously from out of town, sent me an email, polite, simple email following up. And I'm sure I wasn't his first, second, or third contact, probably one of his last ones. As it turned out, he was the perfect contact for one of my clients at the time. That single follow-up led to meetings, travel, and long-term value. You just never know. You just never know. Because networking is not a luxury. It's a strategic tool, one that moves you from, shall we say, awkward random conversations to scalable growth. Now, if you're ready to stop firefighting and start leading, I've got 3 suggestions for you. A, subscribe. B, click the link below to schedule an initial strategic assessment with us. And then C, check out our other content on the channel. It's there to help. Please tell me in the comments, what's that one networking habit that you're going to be dropping today, and also the one that you're going to be putting in its place. See you soon.